the word.
We asked you who was the song written about. The answer is Warren Beatty.
Hollywood actor Nicolas Cage had to put up with charges of nepotism when his uncle Francis Ford Coppola gave him his first starring role in Rumblefish. Highly praised performances, though, in films like Raising Arizona, Moonstruck and now Wild at Heart have since established Nicolas Cage as one of Hollywood's brightest stars. He dropped into the word earlier for a little chat.
This wood is fake. I don't care! I ain't no freaking monument to justice! I lost my hand! I lost my bride! Johnny has his hand! Johnny has his bride! You want me to take my heartbreak, put it away and forget? Lula. Peanuts!
Hey, baby!
Oh, wow.
Baby, I got a surprise for you.
What? Hey, my snakeskin jacket! Thanks, baby! Did I ever tell you that this here jacket represents a symbol of my individuality and my belief in personal freedom?
About 50,000 times. I got us a room at the Cape Fear, and guess what? Powerman's playing at the Hurricane.
Stabbing and steer.
Are you getting typecast in a lot of unhinged roles?
Well, you know, I just happen to be unhinged myself, so it just sort of falls into place naturally. I can't help it, but I dig your studio here, the word. It's kind of cool. The coloration is wild.
Some of the sex scenes in Wild at Heart were quite raunchy, weren't they?
The sex scenes are kind of wild, but I think that actually the sex is, it's very sweet. It's very pure. It's not an exploitive kind of sexuality. I think it's a celebration of sexuality. It's kind of like saying that if you're really in love, it's cool to have radical sex.
Do you actually learn anything that you can use in real life from your choreography and those kind of scenes?
Well, we talked about various favorite positions, and David said what his favorite position was, and I said what mine was, and Laura said what hers was, so we all got our favorite positions in there, and yeah, sometimes you borrow from it. Life imitates art, and art imitates life.
I some that, you know, in life might be more enjoyable, not as visually good on the screen. Well,
you tend to ham it up a little on the screen. You try to make it look like you're really good at it. Anyway. But it's enjoyable in life, yeah, come on. Sex is where it's at.
I mean, you were quite a smouldering type of character in Moonstruck, weren't you? Did that actually, you know, increase your
sexual appetite or
turnover?
My turnover? Possibly so. You know, girls like guys with wooden hands, and in Moonstruck I had a wooden hand, and that just, you know, really turned them on. They dig it for some reason. You should try it. Get yourself a wooden hand. Go out there, like Piccadilly Square or whatever. Check it out. You will not fail. It's the best line, one line, you'll get it.
You actually spent some time in a correction centre, didn't you?
Correctional facility? No, man, I'm a good guy. I didn't hurt anybody. I'll tell you what happened. I'll tell you why I went to this school, if you want to know that. It was lunchtime, right? And all the students were supposed to bring lunch for all the other kids, you know, and prepare something. So I said, I'll bring egg salad sandwiches. And, well, I went home, and I went to this store, and I bought 5 cans of fried grasshoppers, right? Check it out. And I put the fried grasshoppers in the egg salad sandwiches, you know, and I mixed it up, and I made these sandwiches. Then I went to school, and I said, let's have a picnic, you know, and everyone brought their, you know, whatever, Coke, Diet Up, 7-Up. And they started eating these fried grasshopper sandwiches. And then they noticed that there was an antenna in there. And they said, oh, there's a leg in there. They blew the whistle on me, man. I was air freighted out of that school so fast. You wouldn't, you know, it was just crazy.
Have you ever held any little parties at your pad in Hollywood and, like, invited a few people around for sandwiches?
You mean, have I had any bug bashes? Yeah, I have bug bashes all the time. Man, you want to go to one? Come on, you're invited. Everybody is.
You actually ate an insect yourself, didn't you, in one of your films?
I ate a bug, yeah.
What was that like?
It was awful. You see, I like bugs to look at, but I don't like cockroaches to look at, and I don't like eating them. And, well, they wanted me to eat raw eggs. And I said, well, that's boring. That's been done before, right? So I want to eat a giant cockroach. So they had these cockroach wranglers in New York City wrangle up these bugs that were about that big. And I walked on the set, and I saw the antennas going, the legs kicking. And I almost couldn't do it because every muscle in my body was telling me not to do it. So, but I went ahead and did it, and I couldn't sleep for 3 days, and I couldn't eat for 2 days, and it was a nightmare.
Why not?
It just was, you just don't eat cockroaches. You're just not supposed to do that, right? And I ate it, and it really screwed me up.
Mm. I mean, did Cher mind doing love scenes with you where you have to kiss her?
Well,
knowing that you'd eaten a cockroach.
She didn't know about it yet because I made that movie after I made Moonstruck, but I'll tell you what, I wish I had done it the other way before, Moonstruck, so that I could kiss her knowing that I ate a cockroach and knowing that she would have to deal with it. It's just kind of a funny thought.
Is that something that you have to tell women when you're going out with them? You say, oh, look, I've got a confession to make. I've actually eaten a cockroach.
No, sometimes they already know about it, and it's the weirdest thing. It's like the wooden hand. For some reason, if they know you ate a cockroach, it just turns them on. I don't know what it is. I can't explain it. But if you today go eat a cockroach and you go somewhere, go out to a nightclub and say, hey, baby, I just ate a cockroach, I guarantee you heard it from me, you're gonna, wow, it's just gonna happen like that.
Thanks for coming in. What are you going to be doing this weekend in London, then?
Go off to Loch Ness and check out if I can find that monster, because I'm going to hang out in Scotland until I find it. Now, I hear it's been quiet for 8 years, but I'll be there for 10 if it takes 10 to see it. So that's where I'll be if you want to get a hold of me. Loch Ness.
Wow. Hey, I'm sure he was seconding Mickey there, don't you? Hey, you need to get a big sandwich to fit the Loch Ness Monster on. Have you ever eaten any unsavoury insects?
No, I don't mess around, man. I don't mess around. Stay away from the bug bashes. No.
Hey, never mind. Last night, the cream of the pop wheel, the grovel...
kind of right there in there.
Frog dog. We're going to have a look at the MTV Awards. Because the MTV Awards took place last night in LA, and they were handing out all the annual awards for music videos. Our Amanda was there as the stars rolled up.
LA time, and behind me the Universal Amphitheatre is packed with 2,000 people from the world of showbiz, basically anybody that could get a ticket. Earlier, emerging from a constant stream of limos were some of pop's biggest stars, all anxiously wondering whether they're going to pick up one of the 21 awards here tonight, especially to put on their mantelpiece. The awards are chosen by the industry especially to recognise the importance of videos in selling music. The ceremony itself is energised by some great live performances.
Everyone has an ego, and when you get an award, you actually feel good. Sometimes you don't attend award ceremonies. At least this one's a fun one to attend. I actually like the MTV Awards. We got nominated for a Grammy this year. It's the most boring event I've been to in my entire life.
The army of celebrity award givers was anything but boring.
Here we are, and the winner is...
And the nominees are...
And the winner is...
And tonight's nominees are...
And you chose... Aerosmith is gonna burn!
You know you can't touch that. MC Hammer's the winner.
MC Hammer! Don Henley is the end of the innocent.
The winner for the best video of the year is... Sinead O'Connor. Sinead O'Connor swept 3 of the biggest awards and seized the opportunity to justify her controversial refusal to play the Star-Spangled Banner at a recent show.
I have a very great respect for people of all countries, including American people, who've always been very... my audiences have always been very loving towards me, and I've always got a great feeling of affection from them. And I'd like to say that my attitude over the national anthem was in order to draw attention to the censorship issue, which, as far as I'm concerned, censorship in any form is bad, but when it's racism disguised as censorship, it's even worse, and that was the point I was trying to make.
MC Hammer put his double award success down to the military discipline enforced within his entourage.
Well, you know, it's no secret that in the music business, it's a tradition that there's drugs, extortionists, hanger-ons, rip-off artists, and everything else. And a person like myself who travel with 40 or 50 people in my immediate group, I would rather be known as a person who is disciplined than a person who is broke and drugged out. If they had an award for the group that had the most balls, we'll get the award. You know what I'm saying?
We always got so slagged in the press that when we thought we got some kind of award, it was the kiss of death. So we're still a little timid about it, but hey, it's only rock and roll.
It's like when you're a kid and you've imagined all these sorts of things happen to you. It's like being Cinderella, like in going to the ball. But at the end of the day, I really do believe that the most important thing is expressing yourself.
Not all the winners approved of the way the industry had selected them.
Looking at music video awards or music awards, the actual general public should vote for them. That's my opinion. Because that's, you know, then you know you've done well. The general public are voting for you instead of just the industry.
In a spirit of consolation, the Word awarded its own special awards.
The Word.
I'd like to give a special thanks to my parents for their love, their support, and their guidance. And a very, very special thanks to MTV for honoring me with this prestigious award and for all your support throughout the years. Most of all, I'd like to thank God and all the fans without whom none of this would have been possible. Thank you guys so much. I love you. Thank you.
The Best Entrance Award went to MC Hammer, who enjoyed arriving so much, he changed costumes to do it again. The most attention-seeking outfit was a close-run contest. It's a very, very late night. My feet are killing me, but I'm still going to go and check out the party. Congratulations to Johnny Mabry. Nice to see an English guy winning the Best Video Award for Sinead O'Connor. Listen, I don't know where I'm going to be next week, so you guys are better stay tuned because you're going to find out. See ya.
There you are. Thanks a lot, Amanda. What are you up to at the weekend then, Tunes?
Yeah, I'm going to be going out with my boys, Manchester's 1st Battalion, you know, doing a bit of the old shadow, you know, getting down, having a drink, seeing the nights.
What about you, Al Kills? Hanging out in London?
I'll be hanging out in London a couple of more days, getting ready to do this here KISS thing, and then I'm sliding back home.
Okay, well, thanks a lot for coming on.
Cool.
Cheers, man. Hey, cheers, Tunes. See you around sometime, eh?
See you soon, man.
Next week on The Word, we talk to Jeff Goldblum, star of The Fly, and Castaway star Amanda Donoghue. We've got Electribe 101 playing live, and an exclusive preview of the new Cure video. To finish tonight, though, we've got Movement 98, featuring Carroll Thompson. The last single, Joy and Heartbreak, sampled classical French composer Eric Satie's Gymnopédies, but their current single goes more for a steppers-style reggae rhythm and a soulful lover-style vocal. It's one of the Word Top 10 turn-ons, as featured in The Guardian tomorrow. This is Movement 98 and Sunrise. Ta-ra, see you next week.
Now here it is, all lovers and all of the crowd. Now here it is, come follow me, come now. What lovers do, gonna tell you what lovers do. Come follow me, what lovers do, gonna tell you what lovers do. Here it is, what lovers do, gonna tell you what lovers do. Come follow me, what lovers do, I'm gonna tell it to you. You're all I've been waiting for. Yes, you're everything I waited for. Now I see the light. Ooh, come on Now look how I'm well intelligent, me confident, and me have the speed. You lay down on the rhythm, why ain't causing a beat? Now me come to educate all the lovers with ease. I'm telling you, I'm talking about the birds and the bees, because love is a condition that